Welcome to 33 Founders, a series about founders of the coolest startups. Brought to you by 33 Voices and hosted by Chase Jennings and Jenna Abdu.
Yeah, so Hukkster is a tool that lets you track specific products you're interested in online and notifies you the moment they go on sale, or if there's a coupon code or a site-wide promotion. So really it's just a seamless platform that kind of takes all the dirty work out of shopping for you, so you can kind of just rest easy and know we're doing everything for you to make sure you get the right deals at the right time. And it works as a bookmarklet. So it's a little button that you can grab at Hukkster.com. You drag it up to your browser, and then you literally shop as you normally would. You visit the stores you love, J. Crew, Bloomingdale's. You see something you want, but you don't have the time to buy, or the price is too steep for you at that point in time. You click that Huck It button in your browser, and then we'll store all the product details. So you can view, organize, you can share lists with friends, and then of course we'll notify you of any discount.
So everything that I get a notification, I've chosen myself.
Yeah, and that's a very important point. We felt when we started this for ourselves. We're avid online shoppers, and we felt that there was just too much content in our inbox. People trying to guess our preferences or push us to buy things that we didn't need or want. And so really this is a tool that kind of streamlines and breaks through that clutter. So it's the specific product down to the size and color. So if the random brown color goes on sale but you want the pink, we're not going to ping your inbox.
Awesome. So let's shift gears here and talk a little bit about the journey. Last month, you guys closed a $2 million seed round with investors like the Winklevoss twins and Lisa Blau of related companies. So it's safe to say that you guys have accomplished more in a year than most entrepreneurs do in a lifetime. What's made the greatest contribution to this kind of success?
I would say definitely, our foundation, our background. Eric and I didn't just, meet at a coffee shop and decide to create a company. We actually met, this is actually our third company together. So we started at J. Crew, we were merchants. So we had a deep, industry expertise in retail, which really helped us hit the ground running. But then we worked together in retail and then in consulting, and now here for a combination of about 7 years. So we trust each other a lot, and so it's easy to kind of just run with things versus going back and forth.
So were you guys kind of plotting to quit your old jobs at J. Crew together and do this?
No, well, so we were at J. Crew for many years together. We then went on to consulting. So it was, yes, we were consultants when the idea for Hukkster was born. And so we would camp out on Katie's couch Sundays. We would have phone conversations in our respective hotel rooms during the week, nights, late nights, early mornings. So we spent a good, 4 months, 5 solid months, just really talking through the business plan and asking ourselves the hard questions. We didn't just drop everything when we had the idea, but not once we were sold on it.
So when you did quit your job, though, what kind of things were you telling yourself when you were about to venture out on your own and do this whole Hukkster?
That's a good question. We really didn't spend too much time kind of like mulling over the risk, I would say. Yeah. We had the idea, we spent a few solid months really understanding where we wanted to take it, and once we had our proof of concept kind of ready to go, we just jumped in and never really looked back. And we had very clear kind of milestones and goals. So within the first month, we wanted to launch the beta, the proof of concept. Then within the first 2 months, we wanted to do X, Y, and Z. So, we didn't have the 3 to 5 year plan by any means, but, as we saw forward progression, it kind of validated our decision and helped us fuel our fire for the next 3 to 6 months to follow.
Absolutely, and with so many sites, like you said, kind of clouding your inbox, what was the most important objective you had for Hukkster to really stand out among all these other places online?
Yeah, our goal honestly was, the idea itself is so simple, and we wanted that simplicity, that kind of seamlessness to really shine through when you experience the platform. We knew that the woman, like us, this shopper online, she didn't want all the bells and whistles. It had to be very clear, how do you get this button and go on your way. So early on, there was a lot of conversation around how do you make this social? How does this hit every social channel and go viral overnight? And that was something we felt really strongly about. Like, this isn't necessarily something you want to blast out to your entire social network. You know, it's kind of like a secret club. You use this tool, but you don't necessarily want the whole world to know that you're gonna wait for that dress to be on sale before you click to buy. So it's definitely, that was our goal. I think just, it still really much is, but from day one, to how do you execute this very complicated technology in such a simple way?
We really stayed, focused on what, I think we even wrote, like, what's our core value proposition. It's saving you time, saving you money, finding the right things at the right time. And we have a little brand vision that we put together in the beginning, and every decision we made went back to that, because it's very easy to just go in circles.
So I've heard that your biggest goal is to make huck a verb in the American vernacular. You want huck it to be on everyone's bookmark bar, but once you achieve this, then what? What's your biggest goal after that?
Well, our long-term vision, and if you maybe followed, we launched a partnership with Self Magazine in May, and this kind of gets to what the next piece is. I mean, right now, yes, we want everyone to have a Huck It button in their bar, but really we want you to be able to tag your preferences, anytime, anywhere, wherever you're being inspired. So, publishing is the next obvious thing. You're reading articles, that's the beginning of the funnel. But I mean, long-term, when you're watching TV, you should be able to huck what they're wearing on Gossip Girl, and some guy on the street, you should be able to say, I want that sweater for my dad for Father's Day. So that's kind of our long-term vision, is doing that omnipresent experience.
Huck it button on the remote control.
Exactly.
I mean, you guys have had a pretty amazing journey so far, especially with this. I know so many people who are into Hukkster. I'm an addict. What do you, when you're looking back this time next year, what do you think is going to be the highlight of your journey so far?
I think just recently Time named us one of their top 10 New York City startups to watch. That for us was such a cool milestone because, our site's only been alive for about 9 months now. It's a very young endeavor, and yet, to have someone like Time come out of the woodwork and recognize us for all of our hard work was huge, because we don't really celebrate milestones. I mean, you say you should and you try, but there's always another goal, another kind of hurdle to overcome. So that was definitely a fun opportunity for the whole team to just take a little bit of a step back and reflect on how much our work's paid off, and it's also motivation, because next year we want them to kind of say, yes, they're now the top 10 New York City website or company. So